Hello again. Well, one of my viewers sent me an interesting article, Jerusalem Online. I will post the link. I'll just give you a couple of the highlights. Breaking: death sentence imposed on 682 Muslim Brotherhood terrorists. Now, if you watch some of my previous videos on this particular topic, I believe 528 other Muslim Brotherhood members were also sentenced to death. Well, we'll see what happens. In that part of the world, they have an individual that sort of determines the fate above and beyond what the courts determine. And what he did out of those initial 528, he spared the majority of them. 37 of them will be executed, and the rest will languish in prison for life. So we still have to learn the fate of all of these new ones out of the 682 that were sentenced to death. I'm certain that a number of them will be executed, and the majority of them will, in all probability, be spared and spend the rest of their lives in prison. This can't be doing Mohammed Morsi a whole lot of good, because all of these folks that are getting convicted and sentenced to death, well, it's the same reason that he's on trial. So I gotta believe it'll be a foregone conclusion that he too will be sentenced to death along with those other ones that are on trial with him. We'll see what happens. I still think that there's hope that Mohammed Morsi might reveal some of the inner workings that took place during the Arab Spring. And we might learn a little bit more about who was once very close with him and his wife when they used to live in the United States, and that's the Clintons. Both Billy Bob and Hillary Rodham Clinton. Don't you think it's a real strange coincidence that they were buddies, pals in the 80s? In the 80s. And then all of a sudden, he's elevated to president of Egypt after they got rid of Mubarak because of the Arab Spring? I don't know. I mean, I gotta believe there's some kind of connection there, you know what I mean? I'm just taking a wild guess here. And I'm hoping that it also ties back to Barack Hussein and Hussein Obama. But even if it doesn't, Obama's got to be really pissed with all these Muslim Brotherhood folks getting their good suits, you know what I mean? They're getting convicted to death. That can't be making Barack happy, because, you know, one of the things all Muslims have to do, they have to protect other Muslims, no matter what. So he's got to be having a tough time. What do you think? I should have told you what I think.